What is up, people? This is a little bit of a different video, a bit random. You may have noticed that my channel has been rather quiet lately, and there's a very good reason for that. Things have been hectic, extremely stressful, and the reason why is on the 1st or the 2nd of January, our landlord of 7 years dropped the bombshell on us that he was selling the place. So we are obviously having to move. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. We have been here, as I said, for 7 years. Really like the place. We've gotten on really well here, and it's a nice area, decent sized house, lots of space everywhere except in this room. But I've made it work. It's been fine. And yeah, we're suddenly having to up sticks and move elsewhere. The place that we have got is a little bit bigger, a lot more in rent. So I don't know quite how that's going to impact on my channel, because I'm either going to have to not buy literally anything else, including pedals, for the foreseeable future, in which case the content on my channel is going to possibly dip while I work my way through making videos with only the pedals that I own already, or I end up getting a new job or an additional part-time job to supplement the extra outgoings that we're going to be responsible for. Anyway, whatever the case, I'll figure something out, but I'm not packing things in with my channel completely. I'm definitely going to keep things going as much as I can. And it's fun. It's just a nice hobby to have. It's a nice thing to do with my spare time. I don't know if you've seen the entirety of my room before or recently, but as you can see, it is kind of crazy. There is a lot of stuff everywhere. My guitars here, there's obviously this one missing. So the plasterboard on that wall is pretty bad. It's disintegrating basically. So trying to put anything on these walls anywhere in the house is a little bit tricky. So that's why there's no guitar hanger in that space anymore. There was one, but as this photo shows, I wasn't prepared to trust that space with any of my other guitars. So the new place will definitely be better, I hope, for that kind of thing. It is going to be a bigger room that I will be in, so I'm going to hopefully make effective use of that space. Anyway, let me just show you the rest of the place. Perfect timing. If that isn't the perfect metaphor for the state of this room, I don't know what is. So, yeah, this is my demo desk table area. As I have recently said on my Discord, shout out to my Discord. If you're not already on there, definitely check out the link in the comments and join. Down here is my current setup for recording demos. I've got a couple of amps and pedals there going into a Polara reverb, going into my mixer, and then the USB output goes from there into, where is it? Goes into this and into my phone. So sound quality is definitely improved recently, so I'm pleased about that. I do have this, which Walrus very, very kindly sent to me recently. I mentioned this in my end of year rundown video, so you hopefully will already be aware of this pedal, but it's incredible and basically cuts down most of this. At least these three I can get rid of and replace them with this. So hopefully in the new place, when I streamline everything, I'll be able to slim all of this stuff down and basically just include that on there to be my permanent stereo amp pedal. Demo of that will be coming soon, hopefully. I was planning to do it this month, but like I said, I've been kind of up to my eyeballs with everything going on just lately, so that'll have to wait, I'm afraid. As will my other new acquisition, the wonderful Red Panda Tensor. Red Panda were kind enough to send this out to me, and these things are astonishing. I used to own one of these many moons ago, just as I was starting to get my channel built up and releasing videos. It was about the time that I was in a little bit of financial difficulty at the end of COVID, or coming out the other end of COVID. So that, unfortunately, the first one I had of these had to be sold, just basically to pay rent and several other bills as well. So yeah, not a great time in life for a lot of people during that period, but I'm so happy to have this pedal back in my collection, and I'm going to make sure it doesn't go anywhere from now on. Expect a demo of that in the next coming weeks. I don't know when, but hopefully fairly soon, maybe sometime in February. So look out for that. This one is also a pedal I have had in the works with Rockrite Effects for probably, I think it's actually just over 3 years. This has been in development on and off. It's basically an expression pedal switcher or router pedal. So you can put your expression pedal input into there and then select which of the outputs that expression signal is then sent to. So you can basically connect up to 4 expression inputs to the one pedal and have one pedal controlling any one of 4 effects. And I think you can select this to have more than one on at one time. I need to spend some time with it and figure that out, but as I already said, I have had my hands full lately, so I haven't actually had any time to spend with these two since they turned up last week. So bear with me. These demos will be coming soon, but I am very excited for this pedal. Like I said, it's been a long time coming, and I'm very, very excited. Not only to feature this, but also to implement it on my next board. Speaking of which, over here are my 2 main pedal boards that I have bounced back and forth between over the last 7 years. This is basically the board I use, or I used to use, when I was playing in a band. There's obviously a whole bunch of random stuff on here at the moment. This isn't actually a working, functioning pedal board, apart from a couple of pedals like, the Super Ego, that's plugged in at the moment. Oh yeah, there's this as well, the switcher. And then my Terra 42, this is at the moment has just basically been used for storage. I do love my Terra 42. It is kind of the ideal pedal board size for home use, jamming, messing around. It's definitely not practical for taking to gigs. But yeah, some really cool pedals on there, as you can see, many of which I have yet to feature on my channel. So as you can tell, I have got some catching up to do. Same goes for all the pedals on the desk along here as well. Some of these I've already featured, but most of the ones over on this side I've not done a video on yet. This one I feel really bad for, because Verly, bless her heart, at Past Effects, sent me this, I don't know how many months ago. It was a while ago now, so I apologise, Verly. I will get a demo of that done at some point soon. Just obviously had my hands full. This bookcase is basically long-term storage for all of my preferred pedals, stuff that I've kept long-term, pedals I've bought myself and do not plan to sell or move along. So yeah, pretty much everything in here is long-term stuff that I have no intention of parting with. So there's quite a bit going on in here. In the new place, I will probably look at getting some more shelving to go in there as well. And then over here I've got the cabs and amp that I almost never use ever, but they just look cool, and they also, these cabs obviously fit in that corner space quite nicely. Not looking forward to taking all of these down and packing them away, but yeah, boxes, as I'm sure you are all very well aware, are the bane of any large pedal collection. My guitars, I'm hoping to put as many on the wall as I can, but I will probably have to still utilise my floor rack for at least 5 of my guitars. So yeah, that's quite a useful thing to have, just to stash some guitars away, especially ones that I don't want to risk hanging up on the wall. So especially after what happened. So here is my number 1 guitar. Although saying that, it's not really the best guitar in my collection. It's just the one I use the most often for filming demos with. My number 1 is in there. That's my PRS. Love that thing. It's an amazing guitar. I love my Airline. I have plans for that to convert it to a white on white. I do have some pickguard material to cut out and replace the panels on there, the pickup selector surround and the pickguard, as well as the truss rod cover as well. So I want to replace them with white, just make it white on white, make a nice classic clean looking thing. And then I've just got a couple of red details as well that I want to put on here. And I just think that'll look quite cool, kind of Buckethead-esque with the single red knob on a all white guitar. I think that'll look really cool. That's the plan anyway. And then behind it I've got another white guitar. This is basically my number 2 Strat, but everyone who plays it thinks it should be my number 1 because it is astonishingly good. It's probably one of the nicest Strats, if not the nicest Strat that I have ever played. But the pickups are Texas Specials, and they're very compressed, very quacky, very funkadelic, and they're not really ideal for filming demos with because of how much character they bring to the table. Which is why I always use this one, because the pickups in there are really bright, really punchy, lots of output, so that's why I use that one primarily. But they're both Japanese Strats, and they are both fantastic. This one's older, this one's about as old as me, so it's pretty damn old. It's an 80s E-series Japanese tobacco Strat, so yeah, I love that thing. I think it's called an ST52, I think, off the top of my head. I think that's what that's called. And then this Strat is an ST68TX for Texas Special. That one you'll probably be familiar with. This is my Chibson Trini Lopez 335. And yeah, kind of cheap and cheerful, more of a garage queen for guitars. It's basically just here to look cool on the wall, but it is surprisingly out of tune. No, unsurprisingly out of tune. Surprisingly quite a decent guitar to play, so I will probably mod this at some point to be a much better guitar, but as it is, it's actually not too bad at all. Behind here is a almost never used Telly Esquire kind of thing that I put together myself, just a Squire Affinity Telly that I blanked off the neck pickup on and put a Esquire pickguard on. BMW M sticker along the front, which I think looks pretty cool, and that's basically all there is to say about that guitar. These two have way too much sentimental value to me to ever part with. This one I made myself. This one I made with my dad many, many moons ago, back when I was a teenager. People are always asking me about this thing. It's the Scrabble caster, for anybody who has not heard of it before. Squire Strat Affinity neck, 21 frets, and the body is a completely square, 2-inch thick lump of mahogany. So it has absolutely no right to have this much heft, this much sustain, this much tone. But yeah, it's a very, very heavy guitar, as you can imagine. Zero chambering going on, apart from the cavities for the pickup and the controls. Yeah, no weight relief on this whatsoever. And yeah, you definitely feel it when you're when it's slung around your shoulder. But it's actually a surprisingly good guitar to play. I just don't very often, if ever. So yeah, it definitely needs to be played more often. So it's a shame, but it's a cool guitar. The Strat here that I did myself, I basically just painted a bare body and put all the parts on it myself. So it's a very striking looking finish, but it's obviously not professionally done. As you can see, there's a lot of grain coming through the paint there. I didn't spend as much time preparing the body as I should have done. I thought I'd put enough primer on there before I started painting, but obviously I didn't. It doesn't play that well, but it probably just needs some time spending on it with a professional setup. Maybe one day. These two I absolutely adore. I do like my weird shape guitars, as you can tell. I love Explorers. They're one of the most iconic, classic looking, weird guitars, I think, in the world. I love how they look. That and the Firebird, I'm a massive fan of. So yeah, Explorer, it's only a Korina Epiphone, but it's a Korean model, and I really love Korean Epiphones. So great guitar, plays fantastic. It does have a neck repair where the headstock snapped off many years ago, but it's been repaired properly, and the price was obviously reflective of the damage that it has had in its past. So I got a great deal there. I'm definitely not parting with this one. My St. Vincent Sterling, fantastic guitars these. Even though it is the budget version, it's a very, very cool guitar. Very comfortable, very light as well. These things obviously have not that much going on with the body. So yeah, it's a very, very light guitar. And what I like about the headstock being so small means that there's virtually no neck dive when you've got one of these on a strap. So I like that about it very much. I also like the Explorer for that, for the same reason, because there's obviously so much weight going on at this end. There's no neck dive on them either, because yeah, there's no pendulum effect with all the weight behind you, like at this end of your body. So that's also a very comfortable guitar to play standing up. So those are most of my guitars, I think, covered. So yeah, there's a few down there I haven't touched on, but I've talked about plenty on my channel, so you can go and check those out if you'd like. But yeah, I like yellow quite a lot, so my Italia and my Yamaha are both holding the flag for the yellow guitars, and then my Epiphone Les Paul Gold Top is kind of an honorary yellow guitar, I guess, if you can call it that. Over here, lastly, we've got just a small couple of bookcases stacked one on top of the other, and then a few more pedals just hanging out. So I've got my work cut out for me, as you can tell. So yeah, there's so much crap in this room. My Katana up there, that's my main amp. Forgot to cover that earlier. But yeah, there is so much going on in this room, and it's going to take me a while to clear it all out, pack it up, take it over to the new place, set up over there. It's going to be a busy 2 or 3 weeks, so again, you're probably not going to see that much from me in that time. But just to close out the video, I will tease you with the new space that I will be moving to. So let's hop over to Kidderminster. Wow, that worked. That worked a treat. Not only did I travel through space, but also time. Looks like I already have my guitars, or several of them, a whole bunch of my pedals. There's another 3 boxes. And yeah, some other stuff downstairs. This shall be my new room. Check it out. Let me go into first person. Here we go. This, as you can see, is twice the size of my previous room. Got a cupboard here, that's for the boiler, but easily some space in there for some other stuff. That will probably, realistically, house some practical things, but still, the rest of this room is all mine. Garden. Not bad, not bad. I'm thinking, because of the natural light, I might set up my desk here and use that as my demo table for videos. That will give me much more surface area to work with, as well as natural light. So that will go a long way to helping with that. I will probably put my cabs in this alcove here, or maybe I could put my shelves with all my pedals in there. Or do I want them over on the back wall so that if I'm filming anything this way, you've got the pedals behind me? That might be quite cool. I don't know, I'll think about that. We're not allowed, unfortunately, to put anything up on the walls just yet. Pictures are fine, but he did say if we wanted to put any screws in any walls, then if we could please wait a few months, just to make sure, I guess, from their point of view, that we're not going to be trashing the place or moving out or whatever, leaving them with a whole bunch of work to do. So that's fair. Do you want to see the rest of the house? Why not? Let's go on a little tour. This can be like a proper YouTuber crib tour thing. That's so sad, but let's do this. Okay, so we're currently on the first floor. You come out here. That's probably going to be our bedroom. I don't know why I'm saying probably. This is our bedroom. Obviously, we are moving in this weekend, or this coming weekend, so nothing in here really yet, but we've got a van next weekend, so most of the stuff will be coming then. So downstairs hallway, main door. In here we've got the lounge, or what will be for us the front room. You'll see what I mean later. So very, very fetching brick wallpaper. Very realistic looking. I like that. It's cool. Fireplace doesn't work, unfortunately, but it's an old Victorian house and they had issues with the chimney apparently, so that's why that is blocked off. Coming through this way, the kitchen, decent size, very nice. And then coming through here, we've got a utility room. Where's the switch? Ah, lovely little utility space in here. Very, very practical and useful. Again, being an old Victorian house, the bathroom is something of an afterthought because, as you may or may not know, all these Victorian terraced houses didn't actually have toilets inside the house. They had like a communal outhouse thing, like that all of the houses, all of the residents along the row of houses would all use. So yeah, kind of weird. But yeah, a lot of these style houses had no bathroom in them, so it's common to see the bathroom all the way out on the back of the house like that. So there we go, that's there. Then we have something extremely cool. Ah, the cellar. Never had a cellar before. This is awesome. I do like a semi-creepy, claustrophobic space, and having this down here is absolutely amazing. I was so tempted to turn this into our living room because I just love the low ceiling and the fact that it is so dark and cool down here. You could have a really amazing like cinema room, you know, if you have, imagine like a 60-inch TV or something on that wall, and then like a corner sofa here, maybe like a bunch of bean bags and stuff. That would be absolutely amazing. But unfortunately, the damp is just not ideal. so this bad boy is on 24/7 basically. It is necessary to keep the damp at bay down here. So carry on, you're doing a great job. Back upstairs. And then, I don't know why I've done it this way around, because I've got to go up 2 flights of stairs, but actually I do know why I've done it this way around, because it is by far the coolest part of the house. Oh, I'm going to stay fit living here, man. Oh yeah, baby. This is the loft and our new lounge. How cool is this? I absolutely love this room. It's amazing. Oh, let's put these lights on. So, hey, how cool is that? Super cozy, very warm and atmospheric. It's amazing. I'm genuinely knackered. I've been coming up and down these stairs for the last hour or so, moving stuff in and out of the car. So yeah, I'm kind of broken right now. So it's been a long day, and it's going to continue to be a long day. So the new crib. I will admit, initially thinking this will be my demo room, gear room, guitar room, whatever. And even my wife was like, that's going to be a cool room for you to have for your guitars and stuff. Bless her heart. But thinking about it more, I figured it's too good to keep to myself, and realistically, how often am I actually going to be using my room for filming demos and stuff? So I thought, how much better would it be to use this as the main living room? The only issue would be getting a sofa up these stairs. So I have bought a new sofa that is smaller than our current one, and I am apprehensive about how that is going to go. But anyway, that is next week's problem. Moving house is supposed to be one of the top 10 most stressful things that you will do in your life. And having done this 6 times over the course of our marriage, I can confirm, this being the 7th actually, that's mad. Yeah, I can confirm it is chuffing stressful. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek tour behind the scenes, and stay tuned for my next video, hopefully coming in the next week. Oh, I meant to say, I recently just ticked over 11,000 subscribers, so huge thanks to all of you for subscribing. Welcome if you are one of the newbies, and yeah, sorry if this video is not the kind of video that you subscribed to see, but those kinds of videos are coming soon, as I said before. Take care, guys. All the very best. Love you lots. Bye.